Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.8853 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 1.43%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out any key chart pattern that you have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark, and having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC corrective movement, and very soon we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side, obeying this Elliott wave structure, having our wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high wave, we first need to see this first wave to the upper side, and I believe that is what is information right here. And within that first wave, we also expect to see fractal waves information within that first wave. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart so that we can see that better, here on the 4-hour chart you can see that I have this fractal wave within this first wave to the upper side, and this is a fractal wave within a wave 1, where I believe right now we are in the formation of a fifth wave to the upper side, and once we complete that fifth wave to the upper side, that will be completing that higher Elliott wave count 1. And if I get a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave, so that it can also give us the key scenarios that we expect to play out, after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making our high for that first wave, then saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2. And after making the low for that second wave, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a third wave, making our high for the wave 3 at around the $1.06 mark. And after making that high, we had been seeing a very nice retracement over here in the formation of a wave 4. And because the fourth wave is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 3 to the high of that wave 3 to give me a minimum retracement area in the formation of a fourth wave between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.382. And I can mark that target area here on the charts like that, then remove the Fibonacci's, and you can see that my target area lies between the $0.78 mark and the $0.66 mark. And you can see Polygon Matic has continued to respect that movement to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave. And because the fourth wave is a corrective wave, I also expected to see an ABC corrective movement play out over here, and I believe we are seeing such a movement right here, having this as the wave A, then a wave B making our high at around the $0.94 mark. Then we continued pushing lower in the formation of wave C, making our low at around the $0.69 mark, and that low that is at around the $0.69 mark is within this red target area that I have drawn out here on this chart. So there is a possibility that the low for that fourth wave was in at around the $0.69 mark, and whatever we are seeing to the upper side in this movement is a wave 5 to the upper side. And because the fifth wave is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within this fifth wave to the upper side. And before I get to the key scenarios that I expect to play out basing it on the Elliott waves, it's good that we take a look at the key structures that we have right here. In this movement right here in the formation of a fourth wave, you can see we had been trading within this channel that I have highlighted here in yellow. And at some point we managed to break out of the channel to the upper side in this movement right here, and as we try to have a retest of the upper side of the channel, we got back into the channel once more, and within the channel we have a key area of support at around the $0.78 mark, which gave us support. And right now we are seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side once more. We have managed to break out of the channel once more, and if I zoom out, you can also see the moment we managed to break out of the channel once more, we saw a bit of a retest right here, meaning the retest has been a success, and that's why we are seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that might be likely to take us back to around the $0.95 mark, which is our next key area of resistance. And in case we manage to break above that key area of resistance, I will also expect to see a retest of that key area of resistance before we continue pushing even higher. And we also have another channel which is right here, and if I draw it out, we can have this as the upper side of the channel right there. then we have the bottom part of the channel, and if I zoom in so that this can be seen better, you can see that we have this channel which I have highlighted here in blue, and this channel has more than 3 touch points, meaning it has been well respected, and there's a possibility that Polygon Matic might continue respecting this channel also, and also give us a breakout out of this channel, maybe to the upper side. And you can see we are at the moment we are trading at the upper side of the channel, so there's a possibility that in case we continue seeing an increase in volume and also a bull movement in the whole crypto market, there's a possibility that we might be able to break out of the channel to the upper side, continue pushing higher to the key area of resistance, manage to break above it, have a retest, and then continue pushing higher. And in case that happens, that movement to the upper side will also be obeying an Elliot wave structure that I have right here. As I have said, that a fifth wave to the upper side is an impulsive wave, and we expect to see fractal waves in formation within that fifth wave to the upper side. And after making our low down here, we have been seeing a movement to the upper side in a structure that seems to be an Elliot wave structure, having this as the first wave, then a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2. Then I expect us to continue pushing high, and the moment we manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark, then that will be confirming the formation of a third wave. Then expect a fourth wave, then continue pushing high in the fifth wave to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. And if I get a little bit into the details of this fractal wave that I have drawn out here within the formation of a wave 5, after making our high for that first wave to the upper side, we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, and we can use the Fibonacci's to get to see whether that wave 2 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 2 to do, connecting the fibs from the high of the wave 1 to the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1. And you can see that the minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2 is between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and we retraced into that target area, even overshooted it a little bit, went back to around the fib level 0.786 fib level, which perfectly lies at a key area of support at around the $0.72 mark, and we found support and saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that I'm now terming as a third wave to the upper side. And I can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that third wave using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2. That gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that third wave at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.987 mark. So in case we continue pushing high and manage to break above the key area of resistance, I would expect us to make a high at around the $0.98 mark in the formation of a third wave, then see a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave, before we continue pushing higher in the formation of a fifth wave to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1, and also sketching out a target area for that higher Elliot wave count 1, which I expect to play out over here using a trend-based Fibonacci. We can use it connecting it from the low of this wave 1 down here to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.24767 mark. So that is the minimum that I would expect that first wave to the upper side to do, and those are the key scenarios that I expect to play out here on the Polygon Matic chart. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported. Here on the RSI we are trading at around the 67 mark, meaning we have a bit of room for us to continue pushing higher here on the RSI before we get into the overbought region. Also taking a look at the MACD to see what movements will be supported. Here on the MACD we printed a bullish cross down here, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.